Now, in this second part of the lesson, two stories about flying, we will study about the story of Black Aeroplane written by Frederick Forsyth. This lesson tells us about the story of a pilot who is lost in storm clouds. The pilot of the Dakota plane was an experienced flyer, but he panicked when he got engulfed by the black storm. Still, he kept trying to reach safely with the help of the guiding instruments in his plane. Does he arrive safely? And who helped him? Let us have an insight into the lesson and understand it more clearly. The author was flying his old Dakota DS-088 aeroplane over France. He was on his way to England. It was a beautiful moonlit night. The sky was clear. The author was happy to have an easy flight. He was dreaming of meeting his family and having a good breakfast on reaching home. It was 1:30 a.m. On his way, he called the Paris control room and informed about his flight and destination. He was advised by the control room that he should turn 12 degrees west. He checked the compass and other instruments and followed the instructions. He also switched on to his second and last fuel tank. It was a clear sky and the pilot had an easy flight. But suddenly he saw huge storm clouds in front of him. He could not fly over them because he did not have enough fuel. He could go back to Paris, but his eagerness to meet his family and have breakfast stopped him from taking this decision. He decided to take the risk. He flew his plane straight into the black clouds. Everything was black inside the clouds. Nothing could be seen outside the aeroplane. He saw that his compass and other instruments had stopped working. He did not know where he was and how to come out of the clouds. He was lost in the storm. Suddenly, he saw a black aeroplane flying next to him. He was happy to see another plane near him. The pilot of the black plane waved his hand and asked the author to follow him. The author followed him like an obedient child. The black plane flew in front of the Dakota for about half an hour. The fuel in the Dakota was about to exhaust. The author again felt scared. His plane could fly only for 10 minutes more. But soon the black plane started going down and the author landed safely on an airport. After landing safely, the author wanted to thank the pilot of the black aeroplane. He asked the woman at the tower about the second pilot. The woman replied that there was no other plane in the sky that night. The author was surprised and asked himself who was the pilot on the strange black plane. The author could not meet the pilot of that strange black plane. With this explanation, we have come to the end of the lesson, and the message of this story is that courage is guided by faith.